Welcome back, everybody, and happy Thursday. So, last time we left off at this particular moment, and we're just going to go ahead and resume here. Raps, come here! Oh, yes! Alright, so it's on to a boss fight with Don Corneo's second pet, Raps. So people might remember this from like early on in Midgar. When he sent us down to the sewers, we took on a being called Apps, which is kind of like a big sewer monster dude. That was actually his personal pet, is what he's basically saying. And now he has this air dragon as his second pet, Raps. And this is all to prevent us from him taking Yuffie as his bride. Well, dude, you can have her. You can have her. You know what? I can go off and do a bunch of other things. I'm completely fine with it. But no, we have to be ethical. Wait. Just wait a second. Shut up. Thank you, Cloud. Just listen to me, it won't take long. No. Why do you think a bad guy like me would swallow his pride and plead for his life? 1, because he's ready to die. 2, because he's sure to win. And 3, because he's clueless. If you haven't already guessed the answer, it is number 2, because he's sure to win. Right. Uh-oh. They turned upside down. Ah! Makes me so mad! If I push this button, they'll fall upside down, and we'll have a squashed tomatoes! Damn. Double damn. Exclamation point. I guess I'm the one that's laughing last. No, that would be us. What's going on? Who's there? Everybody snap with it. The Turks! Yeah. You knew this was gonna happen ever since you leaked that secret. We're gonna take care of you. Personally. Damn it! They're all going with me! Whoa! Good timing, Rude. Let's get to work, baby. I'm Lando. Alright, Corneo. This'll be over quick, so listen up. Why do you think we went to all the trouble of teaming up with those guys just to get you? 1, because we were ready to die. 2, because we were sure of victory. Or 3, because we were clueless. Oh, thank you, Reno. This is the only cool moment I'm gonna give you. Number two! All wrong. No, wait, stop! Speaking of squash potatoes. Ah! The correct answer was... because it's our job, baby. Oh, thank you very much. I never expected you'd come to help. Elena, don't act so weak. You're a Turk. Yes, sir. I'd salute, but I'm kind of bound. I'll just say you helped. Oh, sorry, that was my phone. Oh, wait, that was his. Yep, this is Reno. Yes? Oh, yes, I'll get on it right away. Was that the company? Yeah, they want us to find Cloud. Looks like we got another fight on our hands that we're sure to win. Are we on? No, today we're off duty. Awkward silence. Hey, who cares about that? Get me down! I almost forgot that Yuffie was there, and then she opened her noise hole. Well, the day is saved, and she's actually putting back our materia. Ah, perfect. Now the materia is back in its rightful place, okay? Yes, okay. You're still grounded. Hey, the placement of it is all messed up. Don't you dare mess up with my materia arrangement! Huh? Oh, it'll be alright. Don't be so picky. I will be! Anyways, that sure was close. No, normally I would just kick their butts. Boom! Bang! That Corneo guy's a real pain. I'd rather deal with my dad than deal with that guy. And their answer is exactly what should happen here. Oh, by the way, some of those guys from the Turks are good, huh? At least after all that, we got the materia back. Now come on, everybody, let's continue our journey. Without you. Hey, wait! Oh, all right, I'll give this to you guys. Here, look! And we got the MP Absorb materia that we got earlier on that she stole. Come on, wait! No matter what anyone says, I'm going with you! Not if we kick you off the bus. Next time. Believe it? Yeah, I am gonna kick you off the bus. So that pretty much resolves the whole story within Wutai, but there is actually some bonus content that can be done for it. I'm actually gonna prep for it because unfortunately, as much as I want to kick Yuffie out of the party forever, this is something only Yuffie can do. So basically what we have to do here is call in Yuffie for some bonus content within Wutai. You actually can get some bonus materia. And yes, she did literally swap out a lot of our, or do weird matchings of our materia. So it's probably good at this point to just take off the materia from every single character and rearrange it the way you want it. And you guys can see I'm kind of OCD when it comes to that stuff. Like I have my materia placement the way I want it. But yeah, this is content that only Yuffie can take on. And therefore, we have to bring her in, and we basically are going to load her for bear. At this point, I'm actually not even going to worry about setting things up on my characters aside from Yuffie, because she is really going to be the shining star, so to speak, of this whole segment, especially in this episode, is that we're actually going to go for some bonus materia. And the only way to be able to do it is to take on basically a boss rush within Wutai. So right now we're just going to load her down. She's got some restore magic. Now, it doesn't matter if we bring her with life because this is going to be a one-time, or it's going to be a one-on-one kind of deal. So if she dies, she dies. We're basically loading her down with some magic to keep her alive, as well as some purple support materia like counterattack. We don't have to worry about long range. We are going to add extra HP if we can make it work. And this is actually where I did make a little bit of a mistake, because you also do want to load things down with at least some kind of attack magic. Why? Because there will be a boss later on that actually does have abilities that can roughly kind of wreck you unless you're properly prepared. And in fact, I'm bringing in the magic shuriken, the weapon she has on right now, but really I should have picked something that had 4 or 5 slots of materia. And since now we're done with the whole Wutai event, I probably could go into the weapon shop and get the stuff he has currently. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys, I messed up Royal, and you won't even see it until near the end of the pagoda, when the real challenge actually is a challenge for me. But it's all right. We're gonna overcome it. We're gonna make it work. And it looks like we're prepped and ready to go. So let's go ahead and re-enter Wutai to get this bonus content. It actually is a bonus summon, so let's go ahead and make our way over to you. If you remember in the other area with the gong that opens up the secret hideout, there's a big grand pagoda. In fact, well, the iron's hot, so actually, yeah, you can get the. I completely lost my train of thought. You can get the weapons now. So the Wutai weapons aren't necessarily bad. They're normal growth, but they have like, I think they have 5 slots. So the more materia you can load on, the better. But right now, I'm just getting rid of all of the excess materia, because actually, I did grind in between all of this, or in between doing the events for Wutai. I had a lot of materia master before she, you know, stole it all. So I might as well just get rid of all the mastered materia. It doesn't really matter. You can remaster it so that other people can have multiple summons or multiple magic. I just like to have one of each, because eventually we will get access to powerful materia that will allow all kinds of magic, all kinds of summons, things like that. So don't worry too much about that. We'll get the razor ring just to be safe, and the short barrel, and there you go. That's all the Wutai weapons. Unfortunately, I don't think they yield any kind of armor. Yeah, there is no armor for characters, so unfortunately, the gold ones that you got out of Rocket Town are probably the best that you're going to have right now. So let's make our way over to the Grand Pagoda. And once again, happy Thursday, everybody, and I hope everybody's had an awesome week, especially since we're starting into December. And unfortunately, as you guys have kind of heard already, I'm getting ready to wrap things up for the year so I can take a vacation. The good news is that I think in the announcement video, I did say that there was going to be no Final Fantasy. I have since decided to keep that going. It doesn't take a whole lot to be able to do that. And I mean, it takes me coming in and doing some post-commentary. I can at least do that for you guys, but any additional stuff will just have to be a surprise to you. I can guarantee you, though, Tale of Drakfu and Dungeons & Drakfus won't be coming back until January. Why won't they? It's because now that I have some vacation time, yes, I'm going to spend time with family, don't get me wrong, but I'm also going to try and take care of some projects that either have not gotten a lot of love over the year, or I've been wanting to do for a while, but it's never worked out to be able to do it. So in particular, you remember those top 10s that I said I was going to do way back when? That's kind of why I'm freeing up some time, so I can go gather footage if I need to, and also write the scripts for them and give them the proper time that they deserve. Unfortunately, the way that my active schedule works right now, you just can't do that. Writing videos like that takes a lot of time and effort, and I've got a little girl, so at that point, I also need to be helping out with her. It doesn't really work out. But with a vacation, I can at least do this stuff. And so you guys can look forward to some WoW top 10s that I've been promising for a long while. And in January, there will be the top 10 best games of 2017, or the top 10 games of 2017. And I'm not sure about the worst yet. I know that there is at least going to be a top 5, but I haven't really come across a lot of games that I would call a worst from the review perspective. So at minimum, what I'm promising is a top 5 worst. If I can make 10 work, I will make 10 work. I'm not going to do like a top 7 kind of thing. I'm going to do like a top 10 or top 5. Oh yeah, people might remember, I did say that you could actually go up into this upper area. Now that the cats have kind of receded, now we can go in here and get another piece of materia, the HP Absorb materia. So now we have HP Absorb and MP Absorb. When you pair them with, say, a counter attack, you will get the chance for HP or MP to be absorbed from your enemy. And I think the higher it levels up, actually no, it's a 2-star. So I think at that point it gives you like a 50% guarantee that it'll happen, and then when you master it, it's a 100% guarantee. 75 or 100%, something like that. And if I'm getting that wrong, somebody will obviously let me know. But I think that's right for the most part. Let's go ahead and save this game, because now we're going to go into the pagoda and take on the champions of Wutai. The champions of a tourist town? Well, it wasn't always a tourist town. We have actually heard back in the beginning that there was a war here in a place called Wutai. That's because they are, as you could tell, a village of ninjas and kind of Japanese folklore. So there's samurai and all that stuff. So here's our first challenge. Oh, I don't know why I walked out there, but I did. And I'm walking back in. So here's our first challenge. Oh, Miss Yuffie, will you be climbing the pagoda today? Yeah, that's it. We're gonna be taking that on. Then I, Sacred Gorky, will be your opponent on the first floor. Will you now?
Yo, they call me Shake. I'll be watching your fight with Gorky.
I'm sure you will, short stuff. Then begin. Okay. Power change. Yeah, all of them have a theme of some kind of change. So get used to this, and apparently they morph into monsters, so yeah, why not? Oh, hey, look, he's got a barrier. I wonder if I should be worried about this. Not really. Gorky, again, if you haven't figured this out, is probably the easiest of them. And all it takes is for me to be able to unlock a limit, and he's probably done. So here comes Gauntlet, which is one of her level 3 limits. She's gotten a lot of work limit-wise. And in fact, the other bonus that you get out of this is not only do you get materia bonuses, you also unlock her level 4 limit, All Creation. So we're gonna want that. Here I am, Miss Yuffie.
Of course. I thought you were just a wild girl, but you handled that pretty well.
Why are you a kid and being acknowledged as like one of the strongest of Wutai?
Well, we'll see how you do on the next one.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Okay, so the next floor is, as you can kind of tell, the Brat. And then you get a slow reveal as to who's your next opponent on the next floor.
Who's next? Are you blind? I'm right here. What, I gotta find a punk?
That's not necessarily a bad thing, especially when you think of seeing punk. No, I'm kidding.
Punk, I'm more of an adult than some bimbo girl.
What did you say? No, please, insult her more, Shake. I have no problem with this.
See what I mean? That kind of anger is what makes you so immature. Don't pat yourself on the back until you beat me.
He's kind of right.
Now watch. Not the only thing you really do good is breathe. Sure you're brave enough to fight?
Stop yapping. So someone finally got past Gorky. Seriously, who names their kid Gorky? Oh. So I guess it's time for Chekhov to stand in. No, I'm not doing a Walter Koenig for a woman.
Here I go, Brad. Speed change.
Yes, her name's Chekhov. I'm not doing the nuclear whistles. There's no reason to. Although I'm wondering why, if it's so Japanese themed, why her name is Chekhov, but okay. Well, we can play the speed game too. So let's go ahead and do that by casting haste. Oh, and look, we're slightly faster than him. But it's so nice that he bowed to us. And if people are already gonna ask, like, why do they turn into monsters? I don't know. It's Final Fantasy. Some things just don't get explained.
I guess they're blue mages. I guess they found harmony within the monster. I don't know. I wish I could answer you on that, but even this has been confusing to me. Whee! Next round, come on. Boom! All right, so that's round 2 of the pagoda. There are 5 rounds in total. But now we have 2 of them down, so 3 left. Dad! You can't fight a bit! Of course.
Shake, I'm disappointed in you.
It's been a while since I felt pain. Has it been? Really? Now, you might actually recognize a few of these guys. They actually are shop owners, I believe. So, like, I think Chekhov is actually in the item shop. And the one that's after her, or actually, no, the final one, I believe, is the keeper of the weapon shop, as well as kind of the village headman. Let's go ahead and start up Chekhov. Oh, and here's a new guy.
So even Shake's been defeated. It's been a while since you had to fight, Chekhov.
Yes, it has. We're taking their word for it.
Unfortunately, this is as far as it goes. Stanov, you watch over there.
That ain't gonna happen. I'll teach you about the strength of youth. I do not want to learn about the strength of youth from Yuffie.
Keep mouthing off it like that little girl and you're going to get burned.
I got insurance.
We'll see if you still talk like that after you taste some of my sacred magic. Magic change.
So we've had power, we've had speed, and we've had magic. Oh, and look, she looks like one of the Genova tentaclings.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
So yeah, like I said earlier on, you are not going to miss out on Final Fantasy. We're still going to get those parts to you, but I am cutting my schedule down significantly so that I can get the top 10s done for you, as well as some bonus content. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. There's also going to be some bonus content for the Geek News Reviews and Opinions podcast. So keep watch for that as well, because it's going to be YouTube exclusive content, because we do want to actually acknowledge, the fact that we have done well on iTunes and things like that, but YouTube is where we started all of it, and after Radio SLCC, it's where we started, and we want to acknowledge the listeners that came to us from YouTube. So you guys are going to get some returning videos that we did in the past but couldn't really make work, and now we kind of can. Another cool thing that I'm looking forward to on the holidays is we're going to be moving over to new recording setups, so that we can have a little bit more of a comfortable time when we do record. Because as much as we loved what we do, the setup we've been in for a couple of years now is starting to get uncomfortable and kind of old. So this is definitely something I've been wanting to do for a long time.
I can't believe you beat me.
I know, it's so hard to acknowledge.
Of course. This should be interesting. It's been a long time since I've had a chance to use my powers to their fullest.
Is it now? Are you a Super Saiyan?
Then that doesn't make sense, does it?
Alright, so 3 out of 5. We're now going to be facing the second strongest fighter of Wutai, which is apparently this guy Stanov.
The rule is the best fighter of each floor will be your opponent. Although it's a 5-storied pagoda, the 4th floor is the highest.
As in?
In other words, no one has ever defeated me, Master of Weaponry. You still want to try?
Oh, come on, just get it over with.
I like you. Now watch.
Now, it's funny, you actually don't get a witness for this one. Weapon change. Yeah, I always found that interesting. They don't reveal the final one or even like, as you guys will see after this one, the others come up. So they all become witness to the final one, but he doesn't get a witness. So technically, he could have cheated on us, and nobody would have known. Funniest thing about that. And now I kind of make the joke. So I like this model, don't get me wrong, but when you look at the chest of it now, I can't help but make a Kingdom Hearts joke. It's just like, oh, this guy's a Heartless. Okay, there you go. I didn't realize the Heartless existed before Kingdom Hearts, but apparently they did. And it was Stativ of Wutai that started it all. He's responsible. Not quite, but, you know, there you go. Take that for what it's worth. Boom! Oh, come on. We gotta be getting close to your end. Come on, one more hit. Yeah! 4 out of 5 done. And unfortunately, we have run out of time for this week. When we get back next week, you will see the final reveal, who is at the top of the pagoda, and why it is so important.